Why is Islam so restrictive? Like, why can't you celebrate it? It's just a national holiday. Like, you can just do it.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Medina TV.
We gotta eat Pizza Hut.
Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's like a Q&A plus a conversation style video where I talk to my husband about Christmas. Because if you didn't know already, my husband is a revert to Islam. He converted to Islam 3 years ago. And his whole life he used to celebrate Christmas. So if you guys haven't subscribed to us already, please do so.
Hit that button, guys.
Hit that button right
Let's
there.
go.
And please give us a thumbs up if you like videos like this. And leave us a comment of what you want to see next.
Alright guys, now let's get into the video.
Okay, I'm actually excited for this because these are questions that I wanted to ask my husband a lot, but I've been saving it for this video.
Guys, just a disclaimer here, if anything is discussed about any other religion, Christianity, paganism, whatever religion, we don't mean it in any disrespect. This is just our understanding, and we will ask, like, if you guys have any information to share on this, we're looking to learn as well.
So let's get started. Okay, you celebrating Christmas your whole life, how was it?
How was celebrating Christmas my whole life?
Yeah.
It's just something like, it's a vibe, basically. It's a vibe. And it's not just on December 25th, it's the entire month. Even like right after Halloween, people start getting all the Christmas stuff out, like a little while after. So my family did Christmas big. We used to have like over 20 Christmas trees. I'm sure they're still doing that. But yeah, it was a big deal. We had a lot of decorations, and it was just a fun time to spend with family. You get excited for, like, you know, the gifts and everything. And it's just a lot of fun.
So let me ask you something. I asked you this question before you converted to Islam.
Yeah.
Is Christmas a Christian religious holiday?
Oh,
and
my
you
goodness.
responded to me by yes, it is.
Yeah. So I actually didn't really research into the history as much. When I was just like, oh, it's just something my family does. I used to go to Catholic school. We used to have like Christian, you know, mass and things like that. We would go to the church. It was just something you're raised into the point where you don't even question it, because everyone around you is doing the same thing. So it's like, that must be the correct thing to do. And then you would ask me about it, and I was just like, get out of here with that. Like, it's Christian holiday, like something that we do.
Okay, so as Muslims, we don't believe that Jesus, peace be upon him, was born on December 25th. Did you actually, like, when you were still Christian, did you actually believe that he was born on December 25th?
Well, to be honest, there wasn't really any evidence that I have. And even when we've asked people now, like, when was he born? Everyone's giving different dates: August, September, October. But I just kind of went with it because it's like, they must have a reason for why would they specifically choose this day. So the answer to that is no. Like, I didn't question it. I thought December 25th was his birthday, and I just didn't think more about it.
But did you ever think that it's possible that he could have been born in the summer, even as a Christian?
No.
No?
No, I'm sure there are Christians out there you'd be like, yes, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, for me, I didn't research that specific day as much because I was like, oh, it's something that so many people celebrate. I know like Armenians and some other Orthodox Christians might celebrate on January 6th, but that's as far as I knew. I was like, whatever. There must be a reason why it's December 25th, and I'm not really going to question it.
So I do want to mention something, guys. As Muslims, we believe in Jesus, peace be upon him, right? And we acknowledge the fact that people are celebrating the day that he was born.
Yeah.
The reason why we don't celebrate Christmas is because we don't believe he was born on this specific day. And the other thing we don't believe is that we don't believe he's the son of God. So that's the reason why we don't celebrate the Christmas holiday.
Some things we will say is the amount of admiration that Christians have for Jesus, peace be upon him. Like, we really do love and respect that. That's why you guys are so close to us, because we have a mutual agreement that we both love him. I even named myself after him. We love him so much. And like the concept of giving to other people, that is something that's taught in Christianity. It's something that's taught in Islam. So
yeah,
we get that. We understand how that's kind of meshed into it. It's just when I looked into the actual origins of Christmas, it didn't really line up with what I was brought up or to think it was about.
It's very commercialized now.
Yeah.
As sad as it is, the main concept of the whole day has almost been lost in ways because of the way it's so commercialized now. I had another question for you, and this is something I don't think I asked you when you were still Christian.
Sup?
So Christians are really big on celebrating the birth of Jesus, right?
Yes.
And I completely understand why. I mean, Jesus is a huge figure in Christianity, and he's a huge figure for us as Muslims too,
yeah.
right? But why don't Christians celebrate the birth of his mom, Mary, his mother, Mary?
Okay, so firstly, I'd have to say that it could depend on denominations here, because I don't know how much the other denominations, what their view is of her. In Catholicism, she's a big deal. Like, I can only speak from that perspective.
Okay.
So that's a very good question. It's like, why is it just him only? and why not his mother? Because his mother has such a high status. Like, I used to pray to Mary, Maryam alayhi salam. So it's like she has a very huge status. So it's like, it is a valid question. Why don't we celebrate? Maybe they just don't know when she was born, or maybe they think they know when he was born, but not her.
There are so many Christians that agree with the fact that they don't know when Jesus was born, and that a unanimous decision has been made that December 25th is the day he was born.
Okay.
So technically it's not something that they fully 100% believe that was the day he was born, right? So why don't they have something like that for Mary, where they have one significant day where they celebrate her?
That's a good question. I wouldn't have an answer to, because I don't know how exactly they came to the consensus of December 25th. But I would be curious if there is like a specific reason why everyone gathered together and said, hey, this is the day. Why did they not do that for her too? So I don't actually have the answer to that. If you guys have any information on that, that's a question I never even thought of before. So it's a very good question. If you guys have thoughts on it, please share that down below.
Now, the next question I'm about to ask may shock you guys, because this is real. I'm not making this up. You guys can do a Google search. There's multiple articles on this. But let me ask you this. When you were still Christian, did anyone ever tell you that Christmas was banned in Boston as well as England?
No.
Ever?
No. That was really interesting to find out. I never heard of that before.
Also, guys, just letting you know, Muslims were not the ones to ban Christmas. Just putting it out there. No other religion was there to ban Christmas. Guess who banned Christmas?
The Christians.
Christians, Puritans, who believed that it was an insult to Jesus to be celebrating a day with pagan roots. What do you think of that?
That's super interesting, and to be honest, from our understanding of it, it would line up. And see, Christians are offended by it, and some pagans are offended by it. And I'm sure there are some Christians out there, and they've told us we don't celebrate Christmas. There are Christians out there who don't celebrate, and I was interested to find that out as well.
Were you shocked to find out that it was banned? And it was banned for 30 years. Only in the 19th century was it okay to celebrate Christmas as a holiday again.
It seems like these kind of facts and information are kind of swept under the rug that people don't want others to know about, because they'd be like, oh, Christmas has always been there. It's like, no, there's actually been a whole history behind it. And it's just interesting that a group of Christians were the ones who actually banned it. So it's really interesting.
This is stuff that we didn't even know, guys. I had no idea that Christmas was banned until like recently. I found out and I'm like, I was shocked. And it wasn't banned by any other extremist religious group like you'd think. It was banned by Christians themselves.
I wish school would have taught us that Christmas was banned and all these other things, the origins of where Christmas comes from.
I get that you can do it as a national holiday, but there are so many people that claim that there are religious roots to it. So you can't just ignore that, right? Like for us, a lot of people come in our comment section and they say, why is Islam so restrictive? Like, why can't you celebrate it? It's just a national holiday. Like, you can just do it. No, we can't just do it, because we're not supposed to celebrate holidays that have religious roots and that go against our belief. It's just a respect thing. Like, we respect you for celebrating your holidays, and likewise you should respect us for, not celebrating that holiday.
Exactly.
We'll still be nice to you. We'll still respect you and give you your space, but at the same time, you need to give us our space and not push us to celebrate certain things that we don't feel comfortable celebrating, right? Okay, now for the next question. What is it like to not celebrate Christmas anymore?
For me, it's fine now. Like, today is Christmas Day. It's fine. I treat it like every other day. The first year that I stopped celebrating was probably the most difficult one, because I was living by myself. I had no family. It was easy in a way because I didn't have like decorations around my home. I didn't have like a whole Christmas environment around me. So it was okay, but it was kind of like awkward because I didn't know how to deal with it. And everyone around me, her family was Muslim, so they don't understand what I'm going through. So it was isolating, but now it's, alhamdulillah, it's a regular day for me where we just wake up and treat it like a regular day. That's it.
A lot of people want to know that have converted to Islam on how to deal with their families who are still non-Muslim, how to keep that respect and the boundary between their family, and tell them that, they don't celebrate Christmas.
But here's the thing. This is a complicated question because some people can't share that. Some of you guys are going to Christmas dinner and your family doesn't know you're Muslim, right? So I want to address this question in this way, where you have to kind of feel out how your family is. If you're able to have an open discussion with them and share, like, I'm Muslim, this is the reason why I don't celebrate, have some understanding of why you don't celebrate so you can share with them, maybe teach them something new. Hopefully they're open-minded to understand that. The ideal situation here is that your family understands why you don't celebrate. Maybe they do invite you for Christmas dinner, and if you do go that you don't celebrate, they understand and respect your space. But I feel like for a lot of people, including myself, I wouldn't prefer to attend a Christmas dinner because I feel like people won't necessarily understand, and they'll want to try to involve you into that and be like, hey, come on, have some of this food here, take a gift, and let's exchange gifts and things like that. And next thing you know, you're participating in Christmas. So for me personally, I wouldn't want to go like attending like a family dinner, because I feel like there's not that kind of understanding. So you have to feel out your own family situation. And it's not easy for a lot of us, but over time, I feel like it does get easier to manage that situation. The first year is probably the most difficult though.
Yeah, so with that, let me ask you, so today's a normal day for you, it's Christmas, and you don't feel like you're missing out on anything? You don't feel like...
No.
You don't remember, or you don't feel the absence of gifts, you don't feel the absence of the tree?
Honestly, I don't feel the absence. And the sad thing for me, there are some people in the community who feel like they're missing out. They're like, oh, we need to get these Christmas decorations and certain things. I personally don't like being associated. I have a lot of memories with this certain things, so it's like I'm happy just treating it like a regular day. I don't feel a need to go get a Christmas tree or anything like that. It's not part of our religion. We have our own religious holidays we celebrate, so I happily just treat it as another day. It's not a big deal for me, but I know for a lot of you guys, especially that first year, it is a big struggle. So you just got to be patient. Some of you guys might have to just go through with the day and see how it goes, and then you'll learn for next year, okay, this is how I manage it. But hopefully everything's going okay with a lot of you guys, because I know it's not easy.
How do you respect people that actually do celebrate Christmas?
How do you respect them?
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, my family's probably having like a family dinner right now, and I'm here doing my own thing. So I mean, you just kind of let them do your own thing. Don't push your beliefs on them. You might feel like that you're correct and that they're wrong in what they're doing, and they haven't maybe looked into their own history or their own research, right? That's fine. You can have your own opinion. They might think that you're wrong. You just have those conversations. If they want to have the conversation with you, you can talk about it, but don't push the conversation with them. They may not want to understand you. If they want to know, have answers for them. If they don't, then you might not be able to discuss it. Just let them do their thing.
That brings us to the conclusion of this video, guys, but I do want to put something out there. I believe pushing goes both ways. We shouldn't be pushing our religious beliefs on other people, and they shouldn't be doing that with us either. But I feel like Muslims are more pressured to not push their beliefs on other people versus like other people pushing their beliefs on us. True. Like when I was in school, I was actually forced to celebrate Christmas with my classmates. I was forced to do Secret Santas. I was forced to do like card exchanges, and there was no option. Everyone in my class had to do it. And I feel like that was actually pushing their belief on me as a child when they shouldn't be doing that. They called it a secular thing, but Christmas is not a secular holiday. So I don't understand that. So you guys, please let me know in the comments what you think about people pushing their beliefs on other people. Whether it's Muslims or whether it's anybody else. Do you think that Christmas should be pushed as a national or secular holiday even though it isn't? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know your answer. Yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe because we're right here. And if you guys have already subscribed, we love you guys. And until next time,
Assalamu alaikum.